Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium on this beautiful Saturday morning. I'm Anthony Sabo. I'm the Vice President of Zoombezi Bay and Guest Services for both the zoo and Zoombezi Bay. I'll be the first to welcome you to Sea Dragon and welcome you to the zoo today. We are very honored today to be presented this recognition for Sea Dragon. For a roller coaster that hasn't moved in its entire history, it has kind of a rich history unto itself. It's been under multiple ownership groups over the years. It went from being an independent amusement park right beside the zoo to being owned by the city and the zoo, being operated by Funtime and Premier Parks and Six Flags, now back to zoo ownership. It's a great ride. We've done a lot to it in the past 10 years to make sure we can continue to have this attraction here for generations to come. It's been the first roller coaster for a lot of folks in the Columbus area. We want to make sure that we can continue that for years into the future. So thank you again today. Thank you to American Coaster enthusiasts for being here today and for this recognition. And with that, I'll pass it over to Jim.
Thank you, Anthony. On behalf of American Coaster Enthusiasts Eastern Great Lakes region, we're incredibly happy to be here for our second Ace Goes Wild at Columbus Zoo. You were talking about the work that's been done over time on this, and that's something that really should be acknowledged, because a dedication like this doesn't happen unless a park truly cares about keeping their wood coasters going. I'd say just in the last 3 years alone, I've seen the work that you've done on this ride, and it's been incredibly impressive. And just as a bunch of coaster fans, and especially wooden coaster fans, thank you for taking care of this ride and keeping it around. I don't want to go into too much further, but yeah, just thank you very much. We're happy to be here, and I will give it off to Dave Hahner. Okay, or Robert.
Welcome. I'm happy this is my last official event as Ace President. I'm really happy to make this one of it, because it's one of the things that makes Ace great, is that we recognize out of the way places, and hopefully with this kind of recognition, not only do we reward the park with our gratitude, we get people to come who might overlook the zoo. And having a zoo that keeps a wooden coaster running is an amazing resource for the community. Thank you so much. Accept this award with our gratitude for the entire club of 6,000 plus members. And with that, I'll let Dave, who is our Ace historian, introduce the plaque, and we will unveil it.
Hi everyone, thanks for coming on such a lovely day. I'm Dave Hahner. I'm the historian for American Coaster Enthusiasts, and it's with great pleasure that we're going to honor not only the only wooden roller coaster in a zoo in North America, we're also going to honor the first coaster that was designed by legendary designer John Allen, who with the Philadelphia Toboggan Company. This was his first solo design. It was one of 3 designs. The other 2 were in Pennsylvania and in New Jersey. There were 2 other sister coasters to this that opened within a 2-year time span. Unfortunately, this is the last one remaining. So the other 2, unfortunately, have been torn down over time. So we're really happy to have you here to enjoy not only a fine junior wooden roller coaster. This is Ace's first designation of a junior wooden roller coaster, by the way, as a landmark. So it has a lot of firsts to it. It's also one of the last remaining curved stations. Not many of these exist today, mainly because they went to pinch brakes, which aren't conducive to a curved station, as these were the side friction, or excuse me, skid friction brakes that the coaster utilizes. It's the old style from basically from the time that roller coasters began up until about the 1950s, when the pinch brakes were starting to come online. But this is the last of its type excuse me, not the last, but it was the first of the baby boomer coasters that PTC built during after World War II. So thanks for coming, and we're going to unveil the plaque. ACE Roller Coaster Landmark. American coaster enthusiast ACE recognizes Sea Dragon at Columbus Zoo and Aquarium as an ACE roller coaster landmark, a designation reserved for rides of historic significance. During the height of the post-war baby boom of the 1950s, amusement parks began adding junior-sized roller coasters designed for young riders. John Allen, president of the Philadelphia Toboggan Company, began designing his own coaster creations after taking control of PTC in 1954. Among Allen's first designs were nearly 3 identical junior wooden roller coasters that opened in 1956 to 1957 at 3 different parks. The first of the trio was at Zoo Amusement Park, located adjacent to the Columbus Zoo in Powell, Ohio, with construction supervised by PTC's Frank Hoover. The park, dating back to 1896 as a picnic grove, was made into a small traditional amusement park in 1946 by carnival operator Floyd Gooden. Originally called Jet Flyer, the coaster was built at a height of 37 feet, reaching a top speed of 25 miles an hour along 1,320 feet of track. After Gooding's death, the park was sold to the city of Columbus and to the zoo in 1981. The park was leased to Fun Time Incorporated in 1984 and rebranded to Wyandotte Lake, with the coaster renamed Sea Dragon. Control of Wyandotte Lake was taken over by Six Flags from 1996 until 2006. A year later, management returned to the Columbus Zoo, which annexed the park and included a complete refurbishment for the coaster. Sea Dragon is also considered an ACE Coaster Classic because of its traditional operating methods, including hand-pulled manual brakes and no seat dividers. ACE salutes Columbus Zoo and Aquarium for continuing to preserve and maintain John Allen's first solo roller coaster design. Presented by American Coaster Enthusiasts, July 16th, 2022. Appreciate everybody coming out on this, again, lovely rainy day to dedicate this coaster. But as we all know, as ACE members know, wooden roller coasters run best in the rain. So we're going to have fun on the coaster today, I'm sure. So with that, I'm going to give it back to Jimmy.
So this is kind of like maybe the baseball equivalent of play ball, but I did confirm it is running, so let's ride.
So he's going to come around and lift up the lap bars. Unbuckle your seatbelt so you can sit